Hello, good evening and welcome to my Advent Stories. This evening's story is from Freddie Hancock, who's aged 9 in Ratho. Freddie hasn't given this story a name, but it's a lovely tale and I hope you enjoy it. Once upon a time, Santa wanted to go on an adventure up a mountain. So Santa set off on his adventure. Santa trod through the 2-foot deep snow into a beautiful pine forest. The forest had a stream of fresh water for Santa to drink from, but the stream had frozen over. So Santa got his ice axe out and bashed the ice as hard as he could. The ice shattered into 1,000,000 pieces. Santa was so thirsty that he chugged down lots of water. Santa slowly walked out of the forest, and then he saw the mountain that he would be climbing later. Santa was so excited to climb the mountain. He walked further up the glen, following the stream. The glen was thin and craggy, with rocks sticking out of the hills at the side. As Santa climbed higher, the snow got deeper and deeper. The snow got so deep at one point that Santa had to call in his reindeer to bring his sleigh to help him over the deep snow. Santa had to eat some food because he was getting hungry, and he also needed to get some weight off his back so he didn't sink in the snow. His plan worked. He didn't sink in the snow. He was so happy that he didn't lose energy by pushing the heavy snow. After a minute or so, Santa got to a deer track that led him up the mountain. The track had loads of snow-covered heather, which adders love to hide in. Adders are dangerous snakes, but luckily, adders only come out on warm days. Santa carried on walking up the mountain, but the deer track got increasingly steeper. Soon, Santa got to a very unstable scree. Some rocks were so precarious that they looked like they were about to tumble. Santa stumbled a few times, but he managed to catch himself. The scree was small though, so it was soon over. After the scree was a very flat plateau. On the plateau was a lochan, which is a small loch, and loch is a Scottish lake. The lochan was so beautiful even though it was frozen over. There were loads of rowan trees. Even though the trees were covered in snow, Santa could just make out the pattern of the bark of the tree. Off in the distance, Santa could just make out the summit that he was about to scale. He felt the air get increasingly thinner and colder. After a minute or so, Santa arrived at the outstanding peak. Santa never thought he could climb this high without his sleigh. The view was outstanding. He could see for miles upon end. In fact, he could see for 100 miles, but it felt like he could see Australia. Santa sat on a massive monument that, even though it was 24 feet tall, he didn't even see. Santa decided to call his sleigh to get back down the colossal mountain. He flew back to where he started. He was very tired, as well as very happy to stop walking for once. He shouted, "Bye" to the mountain as he drove off. That was lovely, Rory. Thank you so much. Good night.